Welcome back, team. I'm Robert Caballero, your local trusted real estate agent here in the Coachella Valley. And if you're looking to purchase a home, we're gonna be talking about something super important. Did you know California has one of the lowest rates of home ownership in the country? We can't accept that. And I feel a lot of it has to do to not having the access to information, because if you don't know, then you don't know. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most crucial parts in purchasing a home, and that's pre-approval. So let's get right into it, team. Now, let's get real. How many times have you gone on Redfin, Zillow, all of these online websites looking at homes, seeing the pool, checking out the backyard, imagining yourself laying out, chilling out, barbecuing, cooking in that brand new kitchen, where the children are gonna be sleeping, where you're gonna be hanging the TV. You imagine all these things of what you'll be doing in your brand new home, right? But that's one of the last steps. Imagining, dreaming, that stuff is the easy part. It's all fun to imagine, right? It's easy part to dream, you know, but the hard part is taking that first step. And I'm here to guide you through that process. Why listen to me and my team? Well, I'll tell you, I've surrounded myself with top level professionals. So whether you have a question about finances, whether you have a question about the market insights, whether you have a question about a contractor, I've connected myself around top level professionals to help guide you through this process to make it as seamless as possible. I'm telling you, people do it every day, so then you can do it. My team and I are here to make sure that all of your questions are answered and to make sure that this process is seamless. Even though it can be a little bumpy sometimes, but we're gonna make sure that it's as seamless as possible, right? All right, let's get into the steps. Step 1, identifying your credit and where you stand. And this is why it's important to partner with top professionals. Yeah, you might have gone online to those free websites that tell you where your credit score is at, but you can't rely on those. They tend to be inaccurate. So that's why it's important to partner with someone that's gonna give you the correct information. And if your credit is solid, great, we get to move forward to the next steps. But if your credit needs a little work, not to worry. A lot of people are going through the same situation you may be going through. We're gonna create a plan to make sure that your home buying dreams come true. Next step is we need to gather all of your financial documentation. This is an important step in the pre-approval process because this is gonna identify to the bank how strong you are as a buyer. Some of the documents you're gonna need are tax returns, pay stub, and bank statements, especially if you're a business owner, because that's your source of income and they're really gonna need to use your bank statements to identify where the income is coming from. By having these documents together, it's just one less thing to think about. Step 3, getting pre-approved. At this point, the lender is gonna review all your documentation, all your finances, and they're gonna calculate an amount that you are pre-approved on based on your debt to income ratio and other factors like this. The bank just really wants to find out what you can afford on a monthly basis, whether it be for 15 years or 30 years. The bank really wants to know whether you have sustainable income, and they want to make sure that you can pay back the loan. And when you're talking about debt to income ratio, this is where the multiple cars come in, right? The multiple credit cards. That's when all these factors come into play, because the bank is going to look at all your expenses and how much that you need to pay every month and get a calculation on what you can afford, right? The bank is not going to put you into a home that you can't afford. That's why I go back to the dreaming part. You have to go through this process. You don't want to dream for a house that you can't afford. And sometimes your first home is not the dream home. It's the home that first gets you to the home ownership part, and then you learn this whole process, and then after that you go for your dream home, right? Step 4, choosing the loan that best fits your needs. There's plenty of loans out there. For example, VA loan, conventional loan, FHA loan, to name a few. So by understanding the pros and cons of each of these loans helps you make better, wiser decisions. We made it to step 5, the most exciting step in the home buying process. We get to go house hunting. This is why it's so important to do the steps as I explained, because you don't want to get ahead of yourself. You don't want to start looking for homes that are outside of your budget and you can't afford, and then you realize that you were pre-approved for maybe a little bit less. By having that pre-approval letter gives you so much power. Let's go check them out. In conclusion, team, I hope this guide has given you the confidence and some information for you to take the steps forward to home ownership, the American dream. If you have questions or you want to discuss anything about purchasing, selling, or investing here in the Coachella Valley, please don't hesitate. Reach out today. My team and I are here to support you in whatever your needs are. Remember, every journey starts with that first step. So take that step, team. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you feel like this information is good, share it with a friend, team. Like or subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you want to learn about. This is how we're going to grow.